Hello, hello. If you are out there, I am pumped up today. I was just chilling. My wife and my family are getting ready to host Easter, and I was chilling out here, cleaning up downstairs. I go to take a look over at my phone, and I have some good news. I got good news. I'm psyched. Today, and this is a goal that was set for for June. I set this goal. Today, I hit 250 subscribers. I'm so pumped. I'm so thankful for anyone that has subscribed or helped me get to this point or interacted with anything that I've done. I am like so new at this, and I'm so excited to be able to get to 250 subscribers. It puts a huge smile on my face. I want to remember this day. I want to go and make this like known. I actually put this in my comments always, like on my page. So I know like when this happened and how long ago. So I love to do that because I don't want to ever forget like these milestones, like 100 subscribers. I went to my page and I posted it and I put that there. And then now I'm at like 250 subscribers. I want to post that so I can go back and always look at that. I'm like so psyched. I can't even tell you. Yeah, I am psyched. So I got to do a little confetti about that. So there it is. Yeah, 250. So I'm pretty psyched, man. I'm so happy to be able to have that going on, and you have no idea what it means. That is just a milestone, and I'm so excited for my community to grow. And I just started last week with my first live stream, set up on Thursdays at 9 p.m. I'm going to be doing Thursdays at 9 p.m. all the time. It's going to be tech talk with new streamers and YouTubers who are looking to discuss any kind of tech products and things that they're up against, things that we're striving to do better, to be a better YouTuber. So I'm like super pumped about everything and excited because this is like just the beginning. And so I hope that you'll stop in on Thursdays and share that with me, and come on in and drop a question or a comment, and don't ever be afraid to make that comment. So I was just checking to see if there was any comments coming in. But that is so awesome. And I just want to share this with people today and just jump on here. And I don't care if one person sees it, I'm like excited for it. And I might just leave it up on my page for a day, so maybe a few people could see it. But I'm really excited. And like I said, this is just going to be the beginning of the community. And I'm looking forward to keeping on with this. So I had to restart that. Yeah, see, you're seeing my little secret here that I don't want anybody to know about, is that I use StreamYard to benefit my chat. And so I could hide that right now until it comes back up. But I'm pretty excited. So if you were a person that is part of that, drop in and just say hi. This is great. This is fantastic. I want to celebrate these moments. Every subscriber means something to me. And every person that drops a comment in one of my videos, it means something to me. Starting from scratch and actually, knowing nothing early on this year into where I am now, it's just like been super exciting along the way. So I'm so happy that I am where I am, and the commitment that I think that I have taken, which is to just every week try to upload something new. So I'm just going to keep that up and keep on progressing with it. So each week I'm going to keep on striving to reach those goals. And along the way, I hope that more and more people take some aim to come on in and see what I'm doing and join me. So my wife just dropped a little message in the chat here. It says, "Yay, great job. Thank you so much." And if you're out there just watching, stop in and say hello. I'm actually just messing around earlier today with a couple new things, which I just learned how to do, which is one of them was the confetti. So this is brand new right here. This is the first time doing the confetti action so we could celebrate if something happens online. Yeah. So then the next thing is my banner layouts, and more just going to progress. So this way my live streams will be that more interactive and fun, and we can discuss things and meet up on Thursdays and shoot the bull, and build a community of new YouTubers and streamers that want to learn, that want to go to the next step, that have been holding off making their YouTube channels, holding off maybe going live. And so I hope that a few of these people will jump in here and not be afraid to drop a comment or ask a question. And then we could just take it from there and go on and excel and share in each other's accomplishments, because one of the real cool things I think is seeing somebody do something new for the first time or take it to the next level. Anything like that is going to be a plus for me, seeing anyone make those types of accomplishments. So I'm pretty excited about that. So let's just keep on moving forward. Let's just keep on adding to the subscriptions. Let's keep on gathering up a community of new YouTubers who are willing to put the work in and put the effort in and meet up on Thursdays at 9:00 and discuss new things and new topics. I don't know if it's like you want to discuss cameras or, software, what you're using to stream, anything. Like, let's just go at it and try to improve upon it and have a good time. So if you're here and you get the chance to watch this really quick, just drop a little comment down below. Say, hey, I saw you. Give me a congratulations. I don't care anything. I'm excited. I think it's like, it's awesome, even though how small of an accomplishment it is. It's a big deal to me, and I don't want to forget how this feels to actually see that number stroll in when I had set that goal for June. And so now I smashed that goal, and I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to have to step up that goal and excel for the finish line at the end of this year. So I don't know what the next step is. Maybe put down below what you think the next step is. Is it 500 subscribers by the end of the year? I would hope that I could accomplish that. If that's possible, maybe it is. Maybe 1,000, and that would be incredible. So I don't know. You know what? You just have to roll with this and make it as organic as you can, and just go with it. And the people will show up and contribute and be involved in a community. So I'm hoping to kind of draw that all together where we have a commonality of starting something, and no one's going to be judged on their knowledge. No one's going to be judged on, hey, come on in and teach me something. I'm willing to learn something new all the time. I spend hours trying to figure out and wrap my brain around how to make things better. In months, in 3 to 4 months, I put my studio together, and just taught myself how to use everything as far as streaming. And I just want to keep on giving out that knowledge and pushing forward to share a lot of the things that I've been learning with someone else. As I go, I learn more things and I just push it out to other people and we discuss it. I'm excited. I put myself into a new challenge recently, which was finally, after weeks of saying to myself, I need to go and stream weekly, I finally put myself up to the challenge. Started last week and I did that. And then I put myself out there a little bit more. Yo, Josh, what's going on? How you doing? Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that. There's a lot of excitement in my voice today. I have reached a small goal, and it's a big goal to me at this point. And I'm just going to keep on pushing forward with this goal, and hopefully build up this community with people and, and the knowledge dropping. And I just wanted to say, besides me going live for the first time and like scheduling weeks ahead, every Thursday is going to be a live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I live in New Jersey, so I hope you can join me. But along the way also, I joined up a challenge from Live Streaming Pros on YouTube. They had this 30-day challenge in April called Lita, and it's live. What is it, Lita? I even forget what it is, but it's live streaming every day in April. And so I put myself to the challenge to become more comfortable every single day, because there's a lot of things in front of you as a one-man show that you're constantly, trying to improve upon. So I'm always trying to do that. Ash, hey, how's it going? I hope you can join me one day on the live stream. That would be awesome. And thanks for showing some support. I appreciate that. That's what it's all about, is kind of like starting with people that and then just showing them support and them giving you support. We all grow together and we all help each other. So that's the kind of relationships that we can all live by and then succeed by. So as long as like everyone's trying to do the work to improve, and no one's ever just trying to suck the life out of you with knowledge, but I mean, everyone starts somewhere, you know what I mean? Everyone starts somewhere. And Ash said that she wants to start soon, and you should. You don't want to wait. You do want to you want to move forward and just make that commitment, because I was doing that, like every week I was saying to myself, oh, I'm going to do it. And I didn't. And I regret that I didn't start like weeks ago. But you know what? I finally set the goal and I said, let's just do it. You got to do it. And this past week was my first time, and I'm happy about it. It's going to be something that I'm going to keep on doing as I go. So I'm going to improve upon everything. And this was just like something to do really fast. I just wanted to jump online, and I wanted to like kind of just put this down as like an awesome day, So I don't care. It was awesome. I'm happy about it, and I hope that I can keep on moving forward. So the other thing I wanted to say, this Lita challenge, it's called, from Live Streaming Pros. It's a 30-day challenge that happens in April and in August. And I put myself up to the challenge, and I just went at it. And now I have to do a live stream in a private group of 400 people plus, and just improve on my skills and actually try to find out it's going to be even more than that. So it's going to, in the long run, make me a better talker, streamer, and relate to people even better. So we'll see how it goes. And I hope that I hope that more and more people will join in on my live streams. So Ash says, well, right now I'm bathing my son in the tub while hanging out with you. Well, thanks for hanging out when you're doing something that's even more important. So I really appreciate the fact that you just came in gave some support, even though, you're doing something that's like way important, which is taking care of your son. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. And vice versa, when you start your stream, I would love to join you on your stream, and I hope that we can do that someday. So if you're out there and you're just seeing this, come on in and say hi. I just hit 250 subscribers. I'm psyched about it. This is something that I've been wanting to do for 12 years. A YouTube channel, 12 years it took me, and this situation is what started it. So it opened the door up. My son started his YouTube channel. It got everything flowing. And then I finally just started my YouTube channel, and I'm here, like technology is something I love. So it didn't take me long to catch up 20 years. But I'm just trying to improve each time I'm out there, and I'm trying to give some videos that are a little bit into some kind of like detail to things that, are kind of cool, but not everybody sees it. So a lot of my videos lately aren't the most popular things, but they're things that people are looking for. People want to know, if you're doing their podcast, how to record on your Rodecaster in multi-channel. And so something like that there's not enough videos about it. And so I try to put something up there that is going to be worthy in the long run. And along the way, I have to, kind of keep on making my content that also gains traction for me too. So that's the idea. So here's my mom. She dropped in. And so everybody's going to be able to come in and see these chats. I'll leave them up. And I'm not really sure that I'll keep this stream up forever, but it's kind of like a celebration for me. I didn't expect to jump on here. Like I said, I was just at home, and it's a holiday weekend, and I saw, 249 hit, and I hope that the 250 will stay there, because you never know. So this is like all new to me, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed with it, and I'm just really happy, and I hope that we can keep on growing forward. And so if you just stopped in and saw this, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, I'm just tongue-tied, I'm just excited, and I'm going to keep on working hard to improve my content. And I think this is where I'm meant to be, which is more on live streaming. I do great in front of the camera and communicating with people with the questions, and just like talking and bringing up topics and interacting. And this is where I think that I want to be. So it's going to start out with maybe once a week, but I may be doing this multiple times a week with streaming, and anything like involved with YouTube that I can help somebody, or setting up, anything to make their life a little easier and not have to go through all the pains of everything to get their channel rolling, and making things a little bit easier for them, because I'm hyper focused. I take a lot of time in trying to figure out a lot of things. I dive into my analytics, and I run through everything and check, I check it all out. So you would kind of be blown away of how much detail I put into things. But it's like, even, I don't know if people even know this, when you get to a certain point, and it doesn't have to be 1,000 subscribers to be able to have an affiliate with Amazon account. And then at that point, when you have that affiliate account, you can get a small commission from Amazon with your YouTube channel. So that's one thing I look forward to. And along the way, when you start seeing where your traffic is coming from, sometimes your traffic is in America for one thing, but it could be anywhere in the world, right? So Derby, what's going on? Oh, you're Derby Adventures. So you got rid of is this Derby Wubba and you changed out your name? So nice seeing you stopping in, saying hello. I appreciate that. But I was just talking, like, you start this Amazon affiliate, you can have people around the world, right? And say they want to join your link, but you're only going to get commissions on what's coming out from the link from the USA. But there is a way that if you're getting traffic from the Middle East or from Europe, that you can pay a small amount each month. And then all that traffic that comes in from other places in the world, that you get that commission for. And so these are the kinds of things that I might talk about and other people don't know about so much, and then you can go from there. So Ash says she has Amazon Associates. Now, I did too. And when I started putting more and more links up, and I guess they said I was not big enough of a YouTuber to have and keep my associate account. So I looked it all up, and a lot of people were on YouTube crying that Amazon did this to a lot of people. So that was a thing that happened to me. And a lot of people start saying that around 250 subscribers, that is what people will jump back into, being able to get that affiliate again. And so that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm looking forward to I might not try to go at 250, but maybe at 350, I might throw that back out there. And Ash says that she's going to do that probably. She's going to do a video on that literally soon, right? And I got I don't have my chat up because I just jumped on here so fast, guys. So this chat will come back up in the stream, but I don't have it to pull up on the screen right now. But Derby Adventures, which is one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I'm on here, Derb, because I hit 250 today. I'm super psyched. It's awesome. And so he says that he ordered the Xingyu USB mic that I did a review on. Good for you, bro. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Let me know how you do. And then, so Ash says down here, I got kicked out of the program after 6 months. I did too. Same exact thing. They sent me $11 check and then they kicked me out. And so now you jump back in right now. Okay, so maybe now I jumped in. I only had 25 subscribers. So now at 250, maybe they'll accept me back. But soon I'm going to jump back in there and I will join back in as an associate. And hopefully they'll keep me this time, because I'm coming up on 30 videos now, I think, and I have over 21,000 views. So I'm hoping that helps, So I'd have to go in there and put all new associate links on everything, and that's going to be the idea. But along the way, though, a lot of my videos are about people who are starting out and don't have the money to spend on the best stuff, and the stuff that I'm recommending and talking about is going to put you in a better place. You don't have a cam link. Well, if you watch one of my videos, it's a $15 cam link kind of lookalike thing. And it's a capture card, USB to HDMI, and it's going to do the same thing at 30 frames per second. So it's going to be fine to use. If you don't, for $15, you can use something like that. Because I know a lot of people who have a Canon or something, they use the app, and you don't get the same resolution. So at least for $15, you buy this capture card, and you get 1080p 30 frames per second instead of something dumbed down, Canon app resolution. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, Derb. I got about 30 videos, and I just hit 250 subs just a little while ago, you know, and this was a goal that I had said to myself that if I reach it by June, I'll be really happy. But also the goal also entailed me doing a video each week. And so I've been really consistent with that. And then I actually been really consistent with being out and talking to a lot of live streamers and a lot of people and showing my face in a lot of live streams. And I really think the community is starting to know who I am. At least they're like, they've heard of me before. They don't know who I am. Matter of fact, one of them asked me this past week, you know, what's your first name? Because they see Coffee Talk and Tech all the time and they don't know my first name. And finally, after months, they're like, you know, we're getting tall. You know, we call you CTT or we're Coffee Talk, and it's like we just want to. What's your name? So, you know, it's kind of exciting because maybe. I don't know, maybe my devotion and my passion is showing through and starting to show people that I'm serious about live streaming and my videos and my YouTube channel and my support to help people. And I could see that my friend, which you'll see her comments from Canada here, Consistent Ash, she does a lot of tech talk and improvements on YouTube also, and she supports her community and the people around her and the people that are growing with her, because let's just be honest, the people that have been doing it and are blown up and have 500,000 subscribers or 100,000, they grew up and grew bigger with similar people that they know in the industry. And then you have people like us who are starting now, and it's just a matter of fact of wanting to support each other, because I don't know one single person that's doing the same thing as me right now. So to have that support in the community and have to support each other online and through YouTube and through comments and through meetings online, that's just the way we do it. And so I'm building that support group, and it's not easy when you have a full-time plus job and you are taking care of your family and you're trying to make great content and also answer a lot of questions that come in, because it doesn't stop with just a video. It still rolls with questions. And I get, you know, a lot of questions each week by email and questions and comments. And I go back and forth sometimes with people explaining some things, and it's really awesome to be able to help people like that and see things grow. And that's what I think, that kind of passion where if I leave a comment somewhere else or they do, and sometimes some people don't ever get back to you, and they're trying to grow their communities, and you would think that they would try to, you know, be coming back at you with questions and answers, but that's not always the truth. So I think if you ever see or drop a question in one of my videos and you see how fast I answer back or how passionate I am about trying to help people or excited for them, that's all real. So it's exciting to me. And that's why I feel like Thursdays, 9 o'clock, I'll be starting live every Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern, with a live stream for new streamers and new YouTubers. And we're just there to talk tech. Let's talk mics. What kind of mic do you want to use? What kind of audio interface do you want to upgrade to? What kind of speakers and monitors do you have? What are you using for software? What do you use to edit? What are you using to stream? Have you ever used StreamYard? I mean, we could just go on and on, right? And we can talk about like setting up the studio. What are we doing to set up the studio? You know, how do you build this out? What happens? Where do you start? How do you make that, you know, commitment to keep on getting better? There's a lot involved, and we just keep on going. And I really bang out this stuff fast because of my hyper focus of trying to, excel and make my stream that much better. And so that's some of the things I'm talking about now. I didn't really come in here to show you my studio or my equipment or the things we're doing. It's really just to celebrate this moment for me. So what is, I'm sorry here, Derby, what did you put? Hello, Coffee Talking Tech, the Banks family. Yo, that's awesome. The Banks family. How did you find me? Just streaming? You just jumped on here? That's awesome. Derby Adventures. Hi. Wait, did you? I don't know if you subscribed to Banks family or not. The Banks family. Yeah. Okay. What did you see? Derby Web. I see these chats here. For me, I'm trying to upload what I like and what people like from time to time. And it could be random YouTube and it could be strange. Well, the thing is, and the Banks family's here too. And I got Consistent Ash. I got Derby Adventures, and I got my mom here too. So that is what I'm talking about, Derb. Sometimes some people are really focused on putting content out that they know they're going to get a lot of views in a lot of hours. And sometimes, and that's going to help you get, monetized. There's no doubt about it. I mean, if I wanted to get a lot of views, I think I should just go out and buy a USB Yeti mic, do a video on it, and then maybe get 10,000 views. I don't know. But really what I would love to do is I would love to, what do we get? We got people just strolling in here. Inspirational Connection TV. Hello, I just saw the stream. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm here because I just hit 250 subscribers and I'm ecstatic about it. Ecstatic. So if you're coming in here, those are the reasons why I'm here. And I hope that, it's not crazy to jump in here and celebrate. And I don't know if anyone saw, but we're going to roll with some confetti because we're celebrating. So 250 subscribers and I'm pumped. So it's exciting and I'm excited to keep on moving forward. And I just want to let you know, if you're here, you're new and you're a new guy, a new person that's looking to stream and is starting a YouTube channel. Thursdays, 9 o'clock Eastern, we're going to do a live stream every Thursday and talk about tech. So that's it. You want to learn how to use OBS a little bit? I'll show you how to do that. You want to put the confetti in? So the Banks family says, what type of videos would you recommend people to what is that? Residio. That great. I just got 60p. I just got 60 people. Oh, what type of videos would you recommend people to? I don't know what that is. Wait, you just got 600 people? That's awesome. I don't know what your content is, but it's like, here what I'm trying to say is my content is tech, right? So it's, if I really want to just be here as a YouTuber and get views to get monetized, like I said, then just like throw up something about the Blue Yeti mic. But I don't want to just do that. What I want to tell people is, here's an option, okay? Buy something like an audio interface, like a Scarlett Solo. Get yourself an XLR mic, even if it's a BM800, and try that out. Let me know how you think that sounds. And that's why if you watch some of my videos and you see me doing the BM800, then you'll say to yourself, like, why wouldn't I want to do that? And it's not hard. And you're in control more of your audio. So be sure to hit the like button. Well, yeah, right. If you're watching this, be sure to hit the like button. I got four likes on my live stream. Jeez, I'm excited about that. I just did a video on the Canon M50 Mark II, and it's one of my fastest growing videos right now. I did it less than a month ago, and I got just about 2,000 views on that. And I have the Motu M2 audio interface that people seem to love to talk about. And I also have the Rodecaster Pro that I've been using also. And I recommend both of them. The Motu is just a fantastic audio interface. I mean, I don't believe you're going to find anything better for $170. That's why they're sold out off the shelf all the time. And then from there, I have videos on the pod mic, and I have a new video on the unboxing, and I'm using my brand new Rode NT1. And I absolutely love this as a condenser mic. The pod mic is a dynamic mic. I'm really happy with that as my dynamic. And I have on order a Clark Technic CM2, and that's a mic booster. And I'm using that as my mic booster for my dynamic mics that need that. So the Banks family says YouTube is easy. I love teaching for the first year teacher, and I'm doing a lot of stuff about that. Also, please, anybody that's a teacher, please give me tips. Well, being a teacher, there's a lot of things that you can do, but that's a little bit different than what I would do. I'm not a teacher. I'm more about streaming. But the thing is, you can bring your classroom into the stream, you know? I mean, instead of you just jumping on your laptop and talking to your class, you throw some confetti in, you do things like that. But it all comes with a price, and it's kind of like, what do you want to achieve? So do you want to achieve a business, or do you have the money to buy the equipment to look a certain way? I mean, here I'm using a Canon EOS R with, you know, a nice lens, an L lens, and it depends what you have, but you can make like something like a Logitech 922 or a 920 look good in 1080p. And then also you can start, having some simple lighting, and the lighting is important too with any camera that you're using. Yeah, dude, the confetti. I just did this last night. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Here's the confetti. Yo, I just did this last night. I was like, you know what? I want to do some confetti because it just it looks pretty darn cool. And then, like I was saying, I didn't discuss it probably too long. I'm into the Lita Challenge, which is a live streaming for the next 30 days straight. The Banks family says, okay, well, what type of camera is cheap and cool? Right now, my video, I use an iPhone. Okay, that is something I could give you some options on. I'm gonna listen. This is the truth of the matter, right? Everybody seems to really care about 4K. I want 4K. I want 4K. And listen, the iPhone Pro Max is a great camera. It's fantastic, but you're never gonna get that depth of field kind of look that you can get with an interchangeable lens. And lenses a lot of times will cost just as much as the camera. And I truly believe, as a beginner, if you haven't gone down this road, the Canon M50 Mark II is probably just about the best camera that you can get right now for the money. And then people are going to be like, oh, you should get an A6400 Sony, or you should get a ZV-1. And I have a Sony ZV-1, but take a look at my video. I listed the 5 reasons of why I got the Canon and didn't, I sold my old M50, upgraded to the Mark II. And why did I do that? Why, with a couple $100 more or a few hundred, I could have went to an A6400 Sony. Well, the reason why, and I listed 5 reasons in my video. Really, some of the most important things were, which you'll get this anyways, is a clean HDMI for live streaming. This is my Canon back here, my Canon M50, and this is what I'm using. Excuse the it's a little bright is what I'm saying, because I didn't really think I would be even using this in the back. So that's me from the back and my setup, but this is my Canon M50 in the back and Mark II, and I love that. And also because it is easy to learn. The menu is so easy. Everything is a touchscreen like you would be using your phone. And no joke, I don't really have that much of a problem going through the menu on the Sony ZV-1, but it is annoying as hell to be able to I have a flip screen camera, and that's one great thing about the Sony ZV-1, and I have to like go to the back and hit the controls to be able to change anything on the camera. And it is really annoying. And being that Sony's menu system is very easy and everything is touchscreen, it's like you're starting out new. It's like makes everything so much easier. So I would recommend top notch, get the kit lens. It's a 3.5 f-stop, so it's not like super great with low light, but it's wide and you can make adjustments on it. And if you have some decent lighting, it will do the job for you for now. And then if you can, I would spend the money for a Sigma 16 millimeter 1.4, or at least for this matter, I would get a Canon 22 millimeter f2. So one of those would really change your game up as far as look wise. What else do we hear? I just got one. I'm thinking about getting the 1.8 lens. I don't know how to get that blurry background with the kit lens. So inspirational connection. You just got the M50 Mark II. And so the the Sigma is a 1.4, and that 1.4 at 16 mil width is going to create that depth of field when you sit this close. So that will definitely, change that depth of field. And it's kind of like, I wonder if I could show you just easily with this app. So I'm at f2.8, okay? And I'm going to brighten up because I'm going to actually darken things in a little bit, but look I just upped my f-stop, my ISO to 640. Okay, so now you saw how it got so much brighter, but I'm going to change my f-stop to 3.5. Watch that in the background, that light, okay? See how much clearer that light got and the blurriness just cut out? So now if I go to like an f5 and I'll bring up my ISO more, now you can see, you can almost read the stuff in the back. So I'm changing my depth of field in my f-stop, and that's what a good lens does. So when you can drop down to a lower f-stop, which I'm gonna do now, and it's gonna brighten back up. So I'm gonna go back to normal, okay? And I'll have to drop this back down. Okay, and so now you can see what that does. And so I'm able to do that with my lens to show you the depth of field and the way you can get that look and the separation. And that really makes a nice video. So, all right, man, congrats on the 250. Derby, you're heading out. I'm going to stream myself right now. Oh, awesome. Good for you. That's awesome. Derby, thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate that. Banks family. You hit the like. I see 2 dislikes. Well, of course, you're always going to have 2 dislikes. You're always going to have people disliking something. I guess they're not excited for me, or they don't understand why I'm here. Pocket full of impact. Yo, what's going on? Hello. I'm here, and I'm out here streaming because I just hit 250 subscribers, and I'm kind of like celebrating that fact. So I just jumped on here, and then a few people were asking some questions because they want to talk a little tech. And so we were just trying to build up a little talk, and I just started going live streaming on Thursdays at 9 p.m. for new YouTubers and new streamers. And I hope that anyone would come and join me and shoot out some questions. I may not know every answer to everything, but I will try my best to be able to answer. And then by experience, I would give you an answer, and I won't try to send you down a silly rabbit hole. So that's the idea. So, is to help each other and get better at what we're doing. So, oh, you're a friend of the Banks family. And then so you came over here, and that's awesome. They sent you the link. Cool. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in, and tell the Banks thanks so much too. And please subscribe and hit the like if you're here and you want to take a look at my videos, or you want to come and join me on Thursdays and pick my brain about a few things, or just shoot the breeze, or even so, come on in and help me out. Ask me some things and maybe I can help you, and maybe you can help me. And that's what I want to do, is just kind of start a community about trying to help each other grow on YouTube. And that's the idea, to support each other and support how hard we're trying to move forward with a channel. So Pocket Full of Impact, you just started a new channel yourself. So there you go. So this would be great if you could come on Thursdays and you could say, I'm struggling with this, or I could say, hey, I'm struggling with this. Has anyone had that problem? And we can go back and forth with the community, and I'll be pulling up the chat right on the screen. And right now I'm not, because I just didn't plan out to do that. I didn't even plan to be on here this long to talk about anything, but we just started talking tech, and who doesn't like to talk tech? So I can get wrapped in. We start talking about mics. I'll be here for an hour. So you know how that is. So you need some help badly. So great. I mean, definitely this Thursday coming up, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you can make it here, let's start dropping some stuff. We'll talk about how to start from scratch. Sometimes like the decision making is the most overwhelming thing from everybody. They want to have a certain look so they come off professional, but they don't really know where they should go with it. And you kind of got to decide, like, where is your budget first? What are you looking to spend? Put that all together, and then let's go through the list to make sure that you didn't leave out like the most important things. I can tell you right off the bat, I wish that I would have invested in lighting sooner. And so there is a lighting set that I recommend, and I'll tell you over and over, and it's the Dasny D50 setup that goes for about $150, $160. And there's two of those lights that are facing, and they're clamp on your desk. They are awesome. I think I showed you kind of in this picture back here. So that there's a light here and a light here, and you can see the pole back here that goes down to my desk. And these lights, and there's the panel right there. This is not an Elgato, okay? And then there's another panel the same size. I can angle them, I could drop them and raise them up, and etc. And they're worth every dollar. So it's a little bright for that camera in the back. I didn't set up for a total stream. I didn't even plan on talking about this. So I just have this set up right now, but you can see the look you get. I will. Oh, cool. Pocket Full Impact. Good. Great. I would look forward to seeing you on Thursdays. That would be awesome. The videos are good. I just don't know where to stop. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. Come on in on Thursday and let's, put a list together and decide and talk about what types of things. I mean, videos are tough because I just don't know what everybody's content is all the time. And there's a lot to do with knowing what your market is and how many people are looking for what you're trying to put out there. I just happened to go with tech because tech was something that I was always interested in. So with 20 years of being out of tech and then jumping back into tech, I caught up on a lot of stuff because just to even get this YouTube channel started, I built myself 3 computers and then set up 2 studios. So that was a lot of work in general, but the learning curve is incredible. So that's the great thing. So you learn so fast about what works and what doesn't work, and that helps you grow. And even though I've only live streamed probably on my hands and fingers that many times, it's something that I'm really comfortable with, being in front of the camera and talking to people. And if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know the answer. But the thing is about certain stuff, isn't it great that we can just like dive into it and try to find out the answer, come back next week, and then we'll get that answer, So that's the idea. So I love it. The Banks family, I am back. I know your buddy just came in. Pocketful Impact started a new YouTube channel, and he says that he's going to stop in on Thursday nights and join my live stream at 9 o'clock. I would love to see you guys, and I would love to see the Banks family. And also, I'm going to have to make sure that if I catch you streaming, I'm going to have to jump in and say hi to you guys. That's how we do it, right? We build a community and we try to help each other get to the same spots. And he just said that he started that channel, and that's good for him. Like waiting and starting it's like, that's what everybody is like, I got to get perfect to start. No, you don't. Don't think that, and don't do that. Not everybody has the same content, and not everybody has the same ability in some situations. I can excel at tech, but maybe my content is not as good or is important or impacts as many people. So if your content is really something worthwhile and your uniqueness is coming out, you could really just make that whole thing excel. So why wouldn't you want to just take your camera, turn that sucker sideways? We're not on Instagram. Get that wide width. Don't get that skinny. Turn that camera sideways. Get yourself a little, ring light and start your YouTube channel. I mean, I say this over and over by experience. Start doing your videos, because making your videos better and better all the time is the heartache. You having to edit and get better at editing. If you're good at that, God bless you. That's awesome. But learn how to speak in front of the camera. And it's like, if you just wait for everything to be perfect, you'll never start, because perfection doesn't exist, especially in live streaming. I'll tell you that for a fact. There'll be a live stream, trust me, someday, that it just goes out. And it just goes out, and you can't, you have a backup link. And then if you've never panicked and you knew how to use it and you don't use it, you'll lose that stream for that day. So Derby, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. OBS doesn't like to work. OBS doesn't like to work. I tell you, I do a good job with OBS for what I do. I am not a genius with OBS, but that's all I use almost all the time. So, and I do a good job with it. And the Banks family says, my channel has been up for years. I was not getting the views. I just said, F it. I'm going to upload people and need it one day. Okay, so the views are hard and the work is hard. There's no doubt about it. It is not simple. But you might just want to look at if you're putting in the correct tags, even though people say tags aren't the biggest thing, but is your title lining up with what the description's about? That is incredible. Sometimes the way you word your title, is that like lining up? And then picking your tags, I think, helps YouTube make a decision faster. And listen, I'm a small channel. Sometimes I say to myself, dude, this content is like awesome that I'm putting out, but I don't get any likes in the first 24 hours. Who's coming to watch a guy with 250 views? Unless it's like you're putting out something that people are always seem to be interested in, Like I said, it's like, how many Blue Yeti, I'll say it a million times, how many Blue Yeti videos are there? Like, I don't know. I don't want to do a Blue Yeti video and get a 10,000 likes. I want to talk about how we can improve your sound to the next level, maybe for the same price for that is matter. Matter of fact, should I give a little tip away of one of my videos coming up? I'll just say this. One of my new videos coming in a few weeks is going to discuss about what a cheap audio interface sounds like in comparison of a USB mic. And granted, listen, I know the Elgato Wave is around, okay, and that sounds really good. I know the Rode NT USB is out, and I know that sounds pretty darn good. But what I'm talking about is those mics are still $100, some of them up to 170. If you could get yourself let's just say a BM800 XLR mic and the cheapest audio interface that you can buy on YouTube, how is that going to sound? And that's what I'm interested to find out in the next couple of weeks. And that would cost you about $75. So I'm curious to see, because I don't think people consider those types of things all the time. And I think you can grow with an audio interface, and not saying that the usability of a USB mic is not important for some people, but if you're trying to do something like this sitting content, having an audio interface is more important to be able to have control of things a little bit more. So let me see here. I got the Banks family says education is good, and how to videos on how to use Google Docs. Oh, listen, I could tell you right now, I mean, of course, a million of them have been done in this past year, but right, the discussion about how to use Google Docs, the Zoom meetings, all that stuff has been, has been played out for the last year. People have been monetized because of their use and discussions of how to use all that stuff. And life is all about timing, and everything that you do is a lot about timing sometimes. So it's kind of like, if you jumped on that and you rolled with it, well, then you benefited. There's no doubt about it. So what do we got here? We got Derby says the microphone, that Xingyu, will be here around Tuesday. So Saturday, I can tell you how it's going with it. Okay, that's awesome. So Derby's talking about on my channel, I did a Xingyu USB mic review, and it's like, I was just on sale for $25, this mic. And the thing is about this mic, I was impressed by the sound. Okay, if you keep it about 8 to 12 inches, no more, it's really good as far as that. But if you tend to go further away, I don't think it's the greatest thing for you. But if you're keeping it within a relative close, like you should anyway, okay, it sounds really good. But you also have a headphone jack on the mic that you can monitor real-time talk. I mean, I had it on, I did the review. There was no delay whatsoever. And then on the mic itself also is a gain control. So for $25, I think it's like, how could you go wrong? Use that for a year and use it for what you need it for, and then excel. It's like, and also it's kind of like its own, the drivers download themselves, and it's like its own audio. You can pick the in and out with the headphones and everything right from your Windows. So if you're ever looking for an email, I have an email in my About page, and you can send me an email or to discuss anything with me at that. And also, what do we got here? I'm getting it for 24-ish. Okay, right. So you're getting that mic for $24. I mean, I think it's, how could you go wrong? Because I know this is what you always have to consider. It's not about how cheap you get things. You can get a USB mic for $17. But now to have the headphone jack on there, the gain control on there with the no latency, right? Latency is the time it takes for you to talk, for you to hear yourself in the headphones. There's like no latency. It is no delay. It's right there, right away. And for $24, it's a great buy. I wouldn't go wrong with that at all. Hey, I bought my audio interface, the M2, the Motu M2. And the reason I bought that is because I really liked seeing the levels on the unit. The Scarlett, it hits a color. And then if it goes over, it hits a different color. Well, that's fine. But it's like if you're hitting the color already, but you don't catch it right away with your eye the first time, you can kind of peek a bunch of times before you even notice. Where with the Motu M2, the levels are constantly going, and you hit that red and it holds there for a little while and lets you know. And the reviews were outstanding, and the sound quality and the mic preamps and the headphone preamps were just sounded fantastic, and that's why I got that. And then I had a BM800 mic. And like I said, you can get that mic for dirt cheap. And if you watch some of my videos with the Mo2 and that BM800, I think I sound great for that mic. So Derby says, I mean, literally anything is a step up from a $10 headset. Right. But you know what? You started with a $10 headset. So good for you. I mean, that's what you do. You just do what it takes, and you just keep on learning and you go with it. If you got a $10 headset, but you're building a community, then who's going to laugh in your face, right? Nobody. Because you're out there doing it. You're not saying, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. There's no waiting. You keep on waiting, you're wasting. So you just have to jump into it and keep on moving forward. So I'm thinking about doing a technology webinar. Do you think that's a good thing to think about? Do I think it's a good thing? Webinars are like booming. Absolutely think it's a good thing. I'll tell you, I don't know how experienced are the Banks family with everything, but I don't know if you're familiar with Tom Buck. He's a YouTuber, and he was a teacher until recently, and he just started his own webinar about how to teach podcasting and how to do all that type of stuff. And so I would look into maybe grabbing one of his webinars that he just started and go over. And the great thing is this guy just went from being a full-time teacher to a full-time YouTuber, and he's really passionate about improving people's skills with that stuff. And I actually watch his live stream, and I was on it last night, matter of fact, and he's just really knowledgeable with all that stuff because he's a media teacher on top of it. So this is his forte, the tech stuff too. So take a look at that. So he says, I use a iPad to vlog and post. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's not the easiest thing, using an iPad. I mean, it would be a heck of a lot easier if you had some type of camera posted and you could, freely move around and then use that iPad to do other things connected to all that. But it's like I said, you have to have a little bit of a plan to try to figure what you want to put together and how much money you have to do everything and the involvement in that it takes to make all that come together. Because even like me right now, right, I have a switcher, right? So I have an A10 mini on my desk. So that allows me, I have 3 separate cameras hooked up. Right now, only 2, but I have 3 cameras that I use. Okay, so I'll have a desktop camera, then I'll have the rear camera just for a little different look, and I have my front camera. The front camera has a 24 to 70, so which is kind of cool because sometimes if I want to get, say, like more kind of, intimate about things, I could like come in or go out for that matter, widen it or pull it in and have a little bit of a different look too. And the other camera is a Sony ZV-1, and then my rear camera is the Canon Mark II, M50 Mark II. And then I have one more switch button on my ATEM, and that is for my desktop. So if I hit this number 3, this should be my desktop. So there it is. So I can show you right there, that's my desktop. And so if I'm showing something to somebody or going over something in OBS, I could take a look and then show you that. And that's what's kind of cool about having an A10 mini, which brand new costs you $300. But if you're like me and you're constantly scouring Facebook Marketplace, I was like so blessed to pick one up for $200 from a guy who was using it in a church. And that was like incredible. And then I picked up my Rodecaster Pro, my 2 pod mics, and accessories from an actual YouTuber. So a guy that has like 17,000 people, 18,000, and he didn't end up wanting to keep it. And so I bought it off of him, and I use it every day because it just makes things easy to do on the fly. And I haven't even used like it's the biggest capability yet. But did I tell you that I hit 250 subscribers? Please hit the like. That's why I'm on here. I didn't post it in the header even. People are probably looking like, why is this guy here? But that's why I'm here. Originally, I hit 250 subscribers and I'm psyched about it. So that's why I'm here. And we just started talking tech, and you guys are sucking me in because I love tech and I love talking about YouTube. So I should pin it, right? But the thing is, like, I'm not even like, I'm in the studio and I'm so not used to using it like this. So I don't care. I'll put it in something if I can change it later anyway. But that's the reason why I'm here, right? For the 24. But Google it, right? That's what we do. We Google everything and we YouTube it and we learn how to do it. And that's the idea. Hey, that's how I learned how to get my take a look at this countdown timer. I don't even know. I have this, but I can use any picture with the countdown timer. But this cost me like nothing. And I put this together on OBS myself. Started at 5 minutes and I just have a countdown. And then what I decided to do is I have that counting down, and then I use my picture over the top, and I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So I'll go like this, but this should be over the top. This has to be over the top. Let me just do this. Switch this. There you go. So that's my count. So you can see me like through here, and I just made that myself just to have something, you know what I mean? Because I want to make things a little bit more professional and look better. So I put that together all on OBS myself. But from that to the confetti that I just did yesterday, because I was like, I need some confetti. So that way, when I hit the cheer, I can have some confetti dropping right down and hit the cheer at the same time. 250 subscribers. Yeah. And so that's the next thing, right? Is let's just keep on moving forward. And hopefully by the end of this year, I'm improving and doing my weekly videos. And maybe by the end of the year, I'm doing 2 streams a week. And I'm thinking like Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's it. But let's just see how the first stream goes. So I need a little cake to go with the confetti. That's what Derby says. Yeah, you're not kidding. I do. So the Banks family says, I am my school's e-coach. Oh, you're your school's e-coach. Okay, I love tech, so I help them. I have been doing that for 1 year before I started student teaching. Wow, dude, I'm telling you, you need to go and take a look and maybe discuss with Tom Buck about looking at his webinar and seeing about getting involved in that, and take a look at his videos, because that's what he is he was a media teacher who started a YouTube channel 4 years ago, and then he blew up last year, and then he started doing YouTube full-time last week. And you could tell he's a teacher because the way he talks, the way he is very concise and slow, and he talks about the item, and he has, just a way about him. And at first I was like, it's kind of like he's, the first couple videos I watched, I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, wow, he's got a knack for this. And then all of a sudden he just blew up. I mean, when I first was watching him, I want to just say he had like 15,000 at that time, because he was already at that. And then I think he just crossed 60,000 this year. So, but I like him and his wife. They do a live stream each week, and I jump in there and I support them. And if I were you, I would likewise check them out. I think they're doing their live stream on Thursdays or Fridays at 4 o'clock Eastern, because I think they're out in California. But check them out. I think you'll be impressed with him. I mean, he's got more knowledge than I do about anything, and he's really threw himself into this whole YouTube thing this year. So he's pretty impressive. Me, I've been doing the live streaming only for 4 months, and I just feel like I have a knack for it, and I'm striving to be better at it. But I think my interaction is decent with people, and my willingness to try to help people, with their tech things is what I love to do. I love talking about tech and trying to just make things a little bit easier for them, and what not to waste their money on, or what they should spend their money on. And that type of stuff, because like even with this right here, I picked up this NT1 just a few weeks ago at B&H. Actually, on lunch, I took a train into the city and picked it up. And you can't use one of those cheaper mic boom arms with this. It just won't even work. It won't even think of working. It will just collapse, because these Rode mics, they're not cheap. They're good mics. There's a lot of weight to them. And this thing, wherever I put this thing, it stays. So it's like, it stays, it's rock solid. And from what I hear, it will work for, years and years to come. So I don't want to waste my money on a $20 one, $20. I just go and I got myself $100 one that will last me, at least 10 years. So that makes sense to me. So that's the idea. Hello, family. How are you? Thanks for the continued support. Thanks for trying to join my channel. Here's the link below. Well, the Banks family, I appreciate you coming in, and I will check you out and support you the best that I can. I don't think you could drop links in here, because that is what I usually don't allow, because then you could just have anybody come in and drop something that is not appropriate. So, but if you, I will have this live chat up, and people can go and support the Banks family. And also my friend, Consistent Ash, was in here. And then you have Derby Adventures too. And these people are all here and supporting me, and I appreciate that. And I likewise will be supporting them. We're all starting YouTube channels, and my channel, I have about 30 videos out now. And the whole idea is for me to support the new YouTubers and the new streamers and talk about tech and improve upon it. But one last time before I go, I can't believe how long am I on here? Over an hour. I can't even believe it. One last time before I go, I just want to say thank you to everybody for helping me get to 250 subscribers. I'm so psyched. I appreciate it so much. I love everybody that supports me, and I love being here and doing this. So thanks a bunch. And yeah, I've been here for an hour already, the Banks. So I was like, what am I doing? Thanks a lot, and I appreciate it. I love you all. Have a great night. Have a great holiday. And I'll catch you on Thursday, 9 o'clock. Come join me.